Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a budget with me for the paycheck that I will be receiving on January 18th, 2024 using the printable version of the Budget by Paycheck Workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. As I said in my introduction, this video is a budget with me for the paycheck I'm receiving on January 18th, 2024. Before we dive into the budget with me, just a couple of things. If you are curious at all about the budgeting supplies that I use, the paper that I like to use for my printable Budget by Paycheck Workbook, I do have my Amazon favorites linked down below. In my Amazon favorites, I do have a favorite paper section, and I also have a budgeting supply section. That is an affiliate link, which means I do earn a commission, but it's no additional cost to you if you choose to click on it. But just wanted to let you know that that's down there. I also have my Etsy shop linked in the description box. You can find a bunch of different sinking funds, cash envelopes, variable expense cash envelopes, different trackers for savings and debt, different savings challenges. All of that stuff is in my Etsy shop, which is always linked down below. So now diving into the actual budget with me, we are budgeting the paycheck that I'm receiving on January 18th. I'm actually filming this video early. I'm filming it right after I filmed my January 4th budget with me. That's why you don't see anything checked off yet. But with this paycheck that we're receiving on the 18th, I will be paying for every bill that you see listed in pink. So this is a major bill paycheck. So I'm going to flip forward to the actual paycheck budget tracker, and we're going to zoom on in to look at this a little more closely. So I'm currently budgeting my income to be $3,100. I will be adjusting that at some point in the near future, but I still haven't received a paycheck with my base salary in it without overtime. So I need to get that info before I want to adjust my budgeted amount for my income. Bills section. Lots of bills, like I said. We have my Netflix, which I'm budgeting to be $20. Verizon, which I'm budgeting $150. Optimum, I'm budgeting $200. Sikorsky, I'm budgeting $475. That's my car payment. Church, I'm budgeting $20. And Nelnet, my student loan, I'm budgeting $400. Some of these are a little bit higher budgeted amounts than I did last year. I did that intentionally. If I budget maybe $2, $3, $5 more than anticipated, to me, that's a great way to just sprinkle in a little extra to my checking account cushion. But also sometimes maybe I want to pay $10 or $15 more for, a debt payoff. And if I have a little bit extra in my cushion, it gives me the wiggle room to do that. So if we add all of my bills together, they do equal $1,265. And if I subtract that from the $3,100 we're budgeting my income to be, it leaves me with $1,835. And that's what I'm going to bring down to the variable expense section of the paycheck budget tracker. This is where I budget for things that I know I'm going to need to spend money on, but don't have set amounts. For me, I always have the same categories as well as the same budgeted amounts. That's $200 for groceries, $100 for eating out, $75 for gas, and $175 for miscellaneous. If we add all of those together, it does equal $550, and if I subtract that from the $1,835 we were left with after bills, I have $1,285 to bring over to my sinking fund section. Now we are working our way through my 2024 sinking funds. We have managed to reach goal on a few of these sinking funds, which is really exciting. I am continuing to put $600 towards them every pay period because I have enacted my sinking fund snowball. If an envelope reaches goal, that money, I still save it. It just goes towards a different envelope until that reaches goal, and so on and so forth. So some of these values are going to look a little bit different, and that's just because we're utilizing cash for my sinking fund snowball. So we have Black Friday, which is getting $15, Christmas is getting $25, subscriptions is getting a little bit more than its usual $20 at $33, medical is getting more than its usual $20 at $67, car insurance and taxes is getting its usual $120, gifts is getting $15, giving is getting $50, household $20, home maintenance is getting $100, baby is getting $30, and if we flip over to the side here, we have travel getting $100 and personal getting $25. So again, all of those added together do equal $600. And if we subtract that from the $1,285 we were left with after bills and variable expenses, we have $685 left. Now I decided to split that up. I decided to put $185 of that towards Nelnet, my student loan, so that I could just bump a little bit extra off my student loan total. That's going to leave me with $500, and that $500 is going to go directly into my house savings, which will leave me with $0 at the end of this budget. Let's flip on over and zoom out a little bit so that we can talk about the cash envelope breakdown. So, nothing unusual happening here. It is the beginning of the year though, and so one of my savings challenges, my 52-week challenge, I'm doing it in reverse, which means I'm saving large amounts at the beginning of the year. And so you're going to see that that definitely factors into my denominations for my variable expenses, because I take my savings challenge cash out of my variable expense envelopes. So groceries is not listed here because I have a separate checking account that I put my grocery money into. I purchase my groceries online, so I have to pay for them online. So I just use that separate checking account to do that. But eating out is getting $100, but I'm pulling $80 out of it for my 2024 challenge. So that reflects in the denominations here. Gas is getting $75 with nothing getting pulled out, so it has its normal 50, 20, and 5. Miscellaneous is getting $175, but we have to pull $99 out. So as you can see, definitely some different denominations here with 2 50s, 3 20s, 2 5s, and 5 singles. For my sinking funds, we always go with largest denominations possible, but because some of my sinking funds are getting some odd amounts right now because of my sinking fund snowball, you'll see that I have some tinier denominations going on, specifically with subscriptions and medical, which have some change in their usual denominations. If we add all of this together, it does equal $950. So that's what I'm going to be withdrawing from my checking account on the 18th when I get paid. And that's what you will see being stuffed into my cash envelopes when my cash envelope stuffing posts on Saturday. And that's going to be it for this budget with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really do love putting these budget with me's together. I also love watching budget with me's. I just think it's really interesting to see how people, figure out how to prioritize things in their budget, what they put their money towards. I definitely think that it can give you ideas and allow you to really help to prioritize things in your own life. So thank you to you all for watching these videos, because I really do love making them. They're so much fun. And I hope that if you have any questions or comments about the way that I budget or what I use to budget, you'll put them down below in the description box. I love chatting with people about budgeting. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.